Here's your wrestling news for October 17th, 2025. Your headlines for today include: breaking, Seth Rollins' injury worse than expected, WWE fears he might not return before WrestleMania. Jacob Fatu facing long WWE absence, injury could sideline him well into 2026. WWE reportedly planning AJ Styles' retirement tour for 2026. Vince McMahon's legal battle takes major turn, verdict announced. AEW star Andrade facing year-long absence due to WWE legal block. Tony Khan breaks silence on Andrade's AEW status amid WWE legal drama. WWE refuses to reverse controversial decision despite massive fan outrage. WWE and AAA cancel highly anticipated event featuring Alberto Del Rio, and more. Seth Rollins is officially heading for surgery, and the situation appears far worse than initially believed. The World Heavyweight Champion reportedly suffered a torn rotator cuff while delivering his coast-to-coast dive and will now undergo shoulder surgery in the coming days. But the injury itself isn't the only concern. Conflicting reports have surfaced regarding both the severity of the damage and how long Rollins could be out of action. According to Brian Alvarez, Rollins will undergo the operation as soon as possible and is not expected to return until well after WrestleMania 42. That timeline throws several of WWE's long-term creative plans, including rumored matches against CM Punk and Roman Reigns, completely into question. Recovery from a rotator cuff tear can vary significantly. Minor tears may heal within 6 to 12 weeks through physical therapy, but surgical repairs often require 6 to 12 months, and in more severe cases, up to 18 months before a full return. Meanwhile, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select reports that WWE is keeping the exact diagnosis closely guarded, with further tests needed to determine the full extent of the injury. While most initial concern centers around the shoulder, some within WWE Creative reportedly believe Rollins may instead be dealing with a broken arm, which would carry a shorter recovery period and potentially allow him to return before the end of the year. As of now, WWE has not decided what to do about the World Heavyweight Championship or Rollins' scheduled match with CM Punk on November 1st at Saturday night's main event. Alvarez noted that the company expects to make a decision by next week's Raw. With Punk still positioned as the #1 contender, WWE is now reworking its entire main event picture. Alvarez suggested several possible directions, including having Braun Breaker step up as a replacement challenger or introducing a tournament to crown a new champion. However, with WWE already planning a Gunther-related tournament for Cena's storyline, running consecutive brackets could risk creative fatigue. For now, WWE's top storyline stands at a crossroads. Rollins' injury has forced an unexpected creative reset, and the company's next move will define its world title scene heading into 2026. What direction should WWE steer into? Should CM Punk be crowned as the new World Heavyweight Champion? Should Braun Breaker take the spotlight? Or is it time for WWE to introduce a fresh face into the title picture? Share your thoughts in the comments below. After making a powerful return to WWE television on the September 26th episode of SmackDown, Jacob Fatu looked poised to become one of the brand's breakout stars. However, new details suggest fans may not see the Samoan werewolf back in the ring anytime soon. According to a report from Bodyslam.net, Fatu is currently dealing with a non-wrestling related injury that could keep him out of action well into 2026. Sources close to the situation describe the issue as serious, though WWE has yet to make any official announcement regarding his condition. Interestingly, despite the reported setback, WWE continued to promote Fatu's scheduled match against Drew McIntyre for the October 17th edition of SmackDown. The two had just begun building their feud following a chaotic brawl on the October 10th episode, adding another layer of confusion to the situation. Additionally, Fatu also remains listed for upcoming live event appearances. If the report proves accurate, this would be a major creative blow not just for Fatu personally, but for the SmackDown roster as a whole. Earlier, Brian Alvarez had reported that Fatu was penciled in for the men's War Games match at Survivor Series, aligning with CM Punk's team against The Vision. With Seth Rollins already sidelined due to injury, Fatu's potential absence only adds to WWE's growing list of creative complications heading into the event. It goes without saying that his absence will have a major impact on the Royal Rumble. Given the momentum and success he's achieved in recent months, he was almost certainly penciled in for a significant role at the event, one that may now need to be completely reworked in his absence. Fatu's combination of explosive power, intensity, and his connection to the Anoa'i family legacy has made him one of WWE's most anticipated new stars. His presence was expected to inject new energy into the Blue brand's storytelling. Whether this unexpected detour halts his momentum or sets the stage for an even stronger comeback remains to be seen. For now, WWE has not issued an official statement regarding the situation, leaving fans to speculate about the true extent of Fatu's condition. What are your thoughts on Jacob Fatu possibly being sidelined until 2026? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. AJ Styles is nearing the end of his in-ring journey, and WWE is determined to make sure his farewell is one worthy of the phenomenal one. According to a new report from Lucha Libre Online, WWE has begun laying the groundwork for a full-scale retirement tour that will celebrate Styles' storied career across his final year in the ring. The plan reportedly includes a series of marquee matches and emotional send-off moments designed to honor one of the most accomplished performers of the modern era. Even Bryan Alvarez confirmed that internal conversations have already begun regarding how WWE intends to handle Styles' retirement. While nothing has been finalized, Alvarez noted that the company is in agreement on one thing: they don't want AJ Styles to fade quietly into the background. Instead, the goal is to give him a proper farewell that highlights his contributions to WWE and beyond. This update follows Styles' own public comments about retirement, which he made during the WWE Crown Jewel kickoff show. Speaking candidly, Styles acknowledged that age, family priorities, and physical wear have led him to make peace with stepping away from the ring on his own terms. His journey to this point has been nothing short of remarkable, from his early dominance in TNA to his world-renowned run in NJPW, and finally his unforgettable WWE debut at the 2016 Royal Rumble. Styles has built a legacy defined by excellence, consistency, and respect from peers and fans alike. Now, as WWE prepares to celebrate his career in 2026, one question naturally rises: who should AJ Styles face on his farewell tour? Name your top 5 dream opponents for AJ Styles' retirement run, and let us know in the comments below. After a week of confusion surrounding Andrade El Idolo's sudden disappearance from AEW television, the real reason has finally come to light, and it's more complicated than anyone expected. Earlier today, reports from F4W Online and PW Insider revealed that the reason behind Andrade's unexplained AEW absence is tied to a non-compete clause in his former WWE contract, one that the company has now decided to enforce after his release last month. Initially, it was assumed that Andrade would only be restricted for the standard 90-day period most wrestlers serve after leaving WWE, even without pay. However, fresh details now indicate that his time on the sidelines could extend well beyond those 3 months. According to a new report from Fightful Select, WWE's updated contractual language includes a non-compete clause that could last over a year, a stipulation that reportedly applies to all current WWE talent. Fightful reports that WWE did this purposefully, as they don't want wrestlers violating the company's wellness policy and then appearing for another promotion immediately after. What makes this situation even more frustrating is that WWE never informed Andrade about this clause upon his release. From his perspective, he was a free agent, having already lined up several independent appearances in the weeks following his release. During this same period, his representatives met with Tony Khan, leading to an agreement for his AEW return, which culminated in Andrade's shocking appearance on AEW TV, where he attacked Kenny Omega. The revelation has reportedly caught both AEW officials and WWE insiders off guard. Sources told Fightful that even some within WWE were unaware of the clause's enforcement, believing Andrade's release had been clean with no strings attached. Now, PW Insider reported that Andrade will not be paid during the supposed 90-day restriction, something that is extremely uncommon, especially in wellness-related cases. Fightful noted that such a move would be legally shaky and very easy to fight in court, but the irony is that any legal challenge could take longer to resolve than the 90-day period itself. There's currently no confirmation on whether Andrade plans to challenge WWE's new non-compete clause, but the situation has already drawn comparisons to Brock Lesnar's 2004 departure, when WWE attempted to enforce a multi-year non-compete clause. Lesnar ultimately won his case in court, freeing him to compete for New Japan and later UFC. For now, Andrade is said to be laying low, but sources close to the situation note that if WWE continues to push, his legal team is ready to respond. The ongoing uncertainty has reportedly affected AEW's creative plans. Both Fightful and PW Insider report that Andrade's situation, combined with Kota Ibushi's injury, forced last-minute changes to AEW Dynamite and WrestleDream. Those shows were originally set to advance Andrade's ongoing feud with Kenny Omega. Despite the disruption, AEW sources emphasize that there's no bad blood, describing Andrade as being in good spirits and confirming that the company intends to resume his storyline once the situation is resolved. During the AEW WrestleDream media call, John Alba directly asked Tony Khan about Andrade's contractual status. Khan praised Andrade's contributions to AEW throughout 2023, but stopped short of clarifying whether Andrade is officially under contract or currently restricted by WWE's non-compete enforcement. With both companies remaining cautious and the situation still legally gray, one question remains: is WWE simply flexing control over its former talent, or did AEW act too quickly in bringing Andrade back to TV? Should Andrade challenge WWE's no-compete clause in court, or wait out the restriction and return when the dust settles? Share your thoughts and feedback in the comments below. Vince McMahon has faced his share of public scrutiny and controversy over the years, but this time the former WWE chairman walked away with a rare legal victory. According to TMZ, McMahon has reached an agreement in his reckless driving case that could see the charges dismissed entirely within a year. The arrangement follows his involvement in a serious car accident earlier this year in Stamford, Connecticut. A Stamford judge approved McMahon's participation in an accelerated pretrial rehabilitation program, which allows first-time offenders to avoid conviction if they meet specific conditions. Under the agreement, McMahon must stay out of legal trouble, donate $1,000 to charity, and comply with all traffic laws. If he fulfills those terms, the case will be dismissed in October of 2026. McMahon appeared in court for the hearing dressed in a navy suit and white shirt, but did not address the courtroom. His attorney, Mark Sherman, spoke to the outlet afterward, confirming that the case is effectively resolved pending compliance with the court's conditions. The case stems from a July car accident involving McMahon and a woman named Barbara Duran, who later shared her account on Facebook. Duran alleged that McMahon was driving between 80 and 90 miles per hour when he struck her vehicle from behind. According to reports, an unmarked state trooper had been following McMahon's Bentley for speeding and weaving through traffic just before the collision. The crash was severe enough to shear off the front wheels of McMahon's car, though fortunately, Duran and her dog escaped without serious injury. With the court's decision, McMahon's legal team has managed to secure a resolution that keeps him out of further criminal proceedings, provided he complies with all the terms of the agreement. Given the other legal and corporate matters still surrounding Vince McMahon, this ruling removes at least one problem from his growing list of off-screen battles. WWE is standing firm on one of its most controversial decisions in years, taking WrestleMania 43 to Saudi Arabia. While the move was historic, it also sparked immediate backlash from fans, particularly those in the United States, who voiced their frustration online over what they saw as WWE abandoning its traditional fan base. Despite the criticism, WWE President Nick Khan defended the decision during his recent appearance at the Joy Forum, calling it a natural next step for the company's continued global expansion. It was a natural next step for us. I think in WWE we realized a number of years ago, you can't simply pipe American product out globally and hope to be a global product. You actually have to put boots to the ground. So if you look at what we've done with our premium live events, formerly known as pay-per-views, over the last few years, about half of those now take place outside of the United States, Khan said. Khan added that he's excited about WrestleMania's arrival in Saudi Arabia and confident the event will attract massive international viewership. When asked why WWE specifically chose Saudi Arabia over other countries, Khan credited the strong working relationship the company has built with its Saudi partners. WWE has received a number of different offers from entities again outside of the US, and to me, as I try to lead the company, it's all about relationships. A word used too often in our collective business is partnership, but when you're actually partners with somebody and you can call them and say, hey, there's an issue on this, can we fix this? Yeah, no problem. That's what Turki Al-Sheikh and others have done with us, repeatedly. So when Turki expressed interest in having it here, we got together for a couple of different meetings, worked out the deal in short order, he explained. While many fans continue to criticize WWE's decision, some notable voices in wrestling, including Rob Van Dam and JBL, have publicly supported the move, framing it as part of WWE's ongoing efforts to grow its brand internationally. Still, the debate remains divided. What do you think of Nick Khan's explanation for hosting WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia? Was this the right move for WWE's global future, or should the company have chosen a different path? Share your thoughts in the comments below. The ongoing mystery surrounding Alberto Del Rio's next move continues, and fans hoping to see him make a return to the WWE spotlight will have to wait a little longer. WWE and AAA have officially canceled their upcoming joint event in Mazatlan, Sinaloa, which was originally scheduled for November 15th and listed Del Rio among its headline names. In a joint statement, both promotions confirmed that the event was being pulled due to security concerns in the region. The U.S. Department of State currently has a Level 4 Do Not Travel advisory in place for Sinaloa, citing ongoing violence and safety risks. The Mazatlan event had already generated considerable buzz, largely because of Del Rio's inclusion. His limited appearances and storyline exile from AAA have led to growing speculation about what his next professional step might be and whether WWE could be part of that picture. For now, though, the situation leaves more questions than answers. With the event off the table and no official word from either side, the uncertainty surrounding Alberto Del Rio's wrestling future remains unresolved. Don't miss our next video coming at 5:30 p.m. Eastern with all the latest wrestling updates. Smash that bell icon and select all notifications so you're always in the loop.